Greetings to everybody tuning into this sometime in the future. I am very glad you're here, regardless of whether or not you're a recurrent viewer who perhaps may have watched every episode so far in this series, or if you're completely new to the channel and this is the first episode you're seeing. I welcome you. I welcome you for some casual, hardcore Minecraft, which just means that I'm bad at it. And I welcome you to the Prologue world, which is a world before the beginning, in which I'm still kind of working on getting this channel going, and you get to witness the process of that. And I've been in the process now for 5 months or so, just trying this over and over again. I'm trying to have a hardcore mode world in which I actually make it past day 100, and this is my 6th attempt at this, so that's a big testament to how much I'm not really very good at this. But that's kind of the point. I'm trying to capture the experience of a non-YouTuber, of a person that's not shooting, that's not aiming to make things super impressive, super sensational, but rather something that's relatable. I'm trying to capture like I'm going for like the relatable vibe, for somebody that you can talk to and relate to, who's not a professional. I'm just trying to avoid being a professional at this. I like the I think there's I like the I'm going for the amateurish vibe. All right, I think there's a charm to that. I also don't edit anything. I'm just winging this, trying to improvise. I'm trying to get better at it. And that brings me to what I'm going to try to do in this episode. In this episode, I really gotta try to capture a better episode than the last one was. The last episode, I felt bad about the last episode. It felt like it didn't go anywhere. I just wandered around again and didn't find anything, and I feel bad about that. So in this episode, I'm going to tell you guys about having, I've thought about what I can do to avoid that, because that's also like that's the second time that has happened since I started the series. Is there anything else I can drop off? Oh, I can drop off some dirt. And I'm carrying a bed around. Let's bring some more cobble with me. Oh, and I need another shovel. Yeah. This episode, I'm going to be collecting sand. I'm going to go down to the water and get some sand. So I'm actually going to need to... I'm going to need to build some doors. So you need doors to dig up some sand. But also, it looks like I need a shovel as well. Let's go ahead and build a... So I only have one shovel. I like to have spare things, multiple tools. Actually, I'm going to build a third shovel, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to use up at least one shovel trying to collect the sand. Okay, I think we're good now. Anything else I can drop off in the chest? No, not really. That's it. The birchwood. Oh, I was planning on burning the birchwood. Sure. I'll just go ahead and drop all of that in, because I want to convert all of that into charcoal. Okay. So in this episode, I'm gonna go right down here to the water and look for sand. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to talk to you guys about... I have a little bit of a confession to make, okay? In the last episode, if you have a very keen eye, you may have noticed that for the first time since starting the series, the thumbnail picture actually did not come from the footage. There's some sand right here. Oh crap, I didn't make the doors. I need to make doors. Already screwing up. Getting ahead of myself and screwing up. I need doors. I forgot to make the doors. I'm going to have to go back up to get the doors. The thumbnail picture didn't actually come from the footage. And that's because I couldn't find a good picture for a thumbnail to use as a thumbnail from the footage. So what I ended up doing, I ended up creating a creative mode version of this world using the same seed, and I just flew around and went to the spot where I walked around in the meadow. Doors, that's what I'm doing. Doors. I need to focus on what I'm doing, at least enough to not get carried away with the commentary. There we go. So I ended up making a creative mode version of this world in which I can just fly around and take all the pictures that I need, because I did want a slightly better thumbnail picture, because apparently that's what makes the difference between a 0.5% click-through rate and a 2% click-through rate. Which is still abysmal, but that's a big difference for me. Okay, so I need to go ahead and start digging this sand now. Let's put a door right here. This is what you do to dig sand, guys. At least in Java version. I'm pretty sure it's actually different in Bedrock. I don't think you can actually do this in Bedrock, but in Java, this is what you do to mine things underwater. You just freaking put a door there, and then you're safe from losing air. It's fantastic. I don't freaking know how people do this in Bedrock. How do you do in Bedrock? The doors get waterlogged in Java edition, and neither the doors don't get waterlogged, and the gates don't get waterlogged. So you can just create a little air pocket wherever using doors and take your sweet time, not worrying about running out of the bubbles. I'm not even using I'm not even looking at my bubbles. I don't even know, because I know that I'm and then you can just open it to get some more sand from the other side. It's wonderful. Makes it very easy. Look at them glitching up. So yeah, I was saying, I ended up kind of cheating a little bit and creating a creative world version of the game just to get a good thumbnail. And in the process, I ended up flying around a little bit, and now I know a little bit more about the world than I did before that, because I've kind of spoiled the world a little bit. I kind of spoiled it for myself, because now I know things about the world that I wouldn't have otherwise known if I didn't do that, right? Because I also wanted to I wanted to investigate a little bit better if there's a cave in that area where I was looking for a cave. All right, I'm going to need to spend a substantial amount of time in the water, so I'm going to have to turn the interface on for a hot second. I think I'm only going to need like 2 stacks of sand to collect the sand. I'm going to need to do this real quick. And let's get right back into the air pocket. Oh, there's some more on the top. I'm going to need to set up a boat and just go around the top and collect the sand. You have about 5 minutes until things start disappearing. So I think I'm good to just keep doing this for another while. I'm gonna put another door over here now. Get some more sand. And I wanted to tell you guys about... Oh shit, there's a drowned. Let me finish this off real quick before I move on with the commentary, because these guys can do a lot of damage if they have a trident. It doesn't look like he has a trident, so he's really just a zombie that's slower because he's in the water. Okay. So I wanted to tell you guys about this because I want to be very transparent about what I'm doing. And I wanted you guys to know that I did cheat a little bit and ended up looking around in the world in creative mode. But I want to make the case that this is good practice for the sake of trying to make better content on YouTube. And it's going to compromise the spontaneity a little bit of this channel, because without that, I mean, I do think that there's value. I can turn the user interface off now, that's right. I do think that there's significant value in trying to record the spontaneous experience of what it's like. Hello, octopus. Of what it's like for a person that's, like if I wasn't doing this on YouTube, if I wasn't trying to make YouTube videos and didn't care about how entertaining the content was, then sure, I wouldn't do that. I would just wander around and not worry about, not care. Oh, it's nighttime also. Well, that's not good. I should probably Well, I guess since I'm in the water, it's not really a big deal. I'm not too worried about things dropping down on me. I guess I should be, because that is a possibility. Things might drop down on you while you're in the water. Is that enough? I'm very close to actually having enough sand. I just need a little bit more sand. It's not a good time to go back up to the surface right now, and it's raining. I don't like to sleep in the rain. There's a little bit of a cave right here. I could just sleep right here. It's hardly a cave. It's barely a cave. Sure, I'm just gonna sleep in here real quick. Alright, I think I'm good. Okay, there we go. It's not raining right here. I'm gonna keep my bed dry. So I don't like getting wet in Minecraft. Come on, there we go. Especially when I'm sleeping. I guess I'm okay with it, just, you know, sometimes it rains and you have to go walk around in the rain, and sometimes you have to dive into the water and get wet from having to be in the water, of course. There's no swimsuits, right? No swimming suits in Minecraft. Let me go ahead and place a torch down here as well. While I'm here. And there goes my shovel. So yeah, if I wasn't trying to make YouTube content, I wouldn't do that. And that does kind of compromise. The it compromises slightly the what's it called, the pitch of the channel, that I'm trying to capture the authentic experience of somebody that's not trying to record themselves and make YouTube videos. And the thing is, there is a problem with that, as I've discovered over the course of my previous run. Oh wow, there you go. That's a nice tree, right? I'm gonna finish up. I just need 6 more sand, and then I'm gonna be done with the sand. Oh, and I'm gonna need to fill this in with water, because I don't like to like when I know that there's not a solid water source block there, that bothers me. So I'm gonna use the water bucket a little bit here to just make sure that all of that is completely is all solid blocks of water. Four, 5, and 6. Woo! Just in time. Man, I'm so close to completely digging out this entire sand vein that I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do that, even though that's going to give me more than what I need. I just want to finish this up, just because I'm so close to being done with it. Okay. Oh look, I can breathe in here now. But I'm going to fill this in with water, because this is unacceptable to me, actually. Let's put that sand block there. So yeah, it does slightly compromise the objective, right? But I'll talk. It's already kind of compromised just by the sheer fact that I'm recording it. If you have watched the episodes in the previous, you know, in the Nameless World, where I talked about this extensively. I guess I'm just gonna have to do this, because I don't really know if there's any other better way of doing this. Because I ended up what the hell was that sound? That was weird. Because the water source blocks are kind of weird. They don't oop, running out of air. Oh. Water source blocks only form if there's a solid block underneath them. So it gets a little tricky. And you can't, sometimes you can't tell, like right now, like you can't tell that there's no source block there. There maybe, I mean, it's also just kind of hard to tell. I just want to do this real quick, even though I don't know if there's a source block there or not. I still want to do this just because to be sure. Okay, this is probably good enough. This is probably good enough. There may be. I wasn't doing this. I didn't do this very well. I should have been keeping track of this as I was digging it out. That would be easier than doing this while I'm doing it. Because right now, like there may be some blocks of in the middle. I don't. It looks like. I mean, from what it looks like, it's all waterlogged. Right? It looks like it's completely fine. All right. I'm gonna call it a day here. I think this is good. I think this is good enough. I'm just gonna assume that there's water everywhere that there needs to be water. Hopefully. Alright. That's it with this. I'm done with this. We got enough sand. Mission accomplished. Let's, here's my boat. I need to collect my boat. There's another drown. Yeah, screw that guy. I'm not gonna fight him. I need to get back to the surface now and look at the wonderful tree. And I'm still not done talking about what I'm talking about. I don't like it when boats do this. I wish that at least with boats that they would program it in that at least the boats would just go right at you when you break them apart. Although I guess that's just part of the Minecraft aesthetic. When you break things, things just go in random directions. So I don't know. Perhaps that's not a bad thing, and I should just not be. I shouldn't complain about it. Perhaps. I'll also have to be very cautious now on my way up, because there might be creepers on the surface, or just waiting for me to come up and to explode, because I didn't sleep through the night, so there might be mobs up here. No mobs. Look at that. That's weird. I was totally expecting some mobs. Are they hiding? Sometimes they're hiding. No, I guess not. Okay, well, this tree, look at that. That is definitely, that's a big enough tree. This is good enough. This is good enough. And the canopy covers, like if I was to place the bed here, I'm going to be covered by the canopy. That was my main concern. I just wanted to not be rained on. It's tall. I mean, it's still kind of medium-sized. They get bigger than this. But I'm not about to get too greedy. I'm not going to get too greedy. Because that's basically what happened. I ended up spending the whole episode yesterday. Not yesterday, 2 days ago now. Last episode, I just wandered around looking for a better spot for my starter house than I already had. Because I already basically, like in episode, 4, a good spot, that was called the good spot. I found a good spot. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't an even better spot right around the corner. And I got a little greedy and got carried away looking around for potentially finding an even better spot. I kind of wanted a place where I thought it'd be worth it to at least to try. Sure, let's just put them up there. And that's pretty high up, but I think are those torches too high? Well, no, that's just fine. That's just fine. I'm gonna have some fence posts around the area to light it up a little bit more. Do I have fences? I do have fences. Let's see, like maybe one right here, just for pretty random spots. I just want to feel like there's the surrounding area is a little bit more lit up. So yeah, I decided that it's worth it to fly around the world a little bit and to get myself acquainted with the world a little bit, because that episode, I felt like I made a bad episode. I really hate to feel that way, and I want to avoid doing that, because that was the second time that happened. Remember, in the third episode, it was called Wandering Around. That's exactly what I did too, and it was the same exact thing that happened. I got too greedy, thinking that I could find a better spot, a better location for my starter camp. And I couldn't find one. I spent the entire episode wandering around, looking for a nice big tree, like that one. I wandered around looking for a nice big tree and couldn't find one. And I ended up just back where I started and decided that, well, I guess this is as good as it gets. And that's exactly what happened with, in the last episode, when I was wandering around trying to find a slightly better spot for my starter house, and I couldn't find one. So the spot that I originally had in mind that's as good as it gets, and I really ought to not get greedy and just accept what the world granted me. I think it's time to go ahead and fill this in right here. And accept what the world granted me, and just build it there. Build it in the spot that I found. Sorry, I got distracted by this hole. It just occurred to me spontaneously. I felt like it is time to fill in this hole, because I was kind of meaning to do this, but I still haven't gotten around to actually doing this. And I think now it's time. I think I have enough dirt to do this real quick. Come on, I better have enough freaking dirt for this. I have enough dirt. I have some dirt in the chest. I have more dirt in the chest. Alright. Okay, I think this is good now. I kind of want this one to be a smaller fence post. Yeah, that looks better. I like them to be staggered to where they're not all the same height. Alright, I think it's bright enough over here that I should put another post over here maybe. Another fence post. I like to use fence posts to put lights on top of fence posts instead of just putting them on the ground. I don't like how torches look when they're just on the ground. You know? Alright, this is good. I also need to add some color to my bed. I still haven't freaking colored my bed. Do I have enough time to do that? I think I have enough time to do that right now, actually. I think these oxydaisies, I think these make gray dye, and I like my beds gray. That's my favorite bed color since I've discovered it. Light gray. Light gray. Now I have a light gray bed. Alright. Alright. Well, I still haven't died. I have to be very careful not to freaking die. I really don't want to freaking die. But here you go, guys. This is my monumental tree. It's the milestone tree. It's going to be called the first milestone tree, and I'm going to put a sign on it. I'm going to make a sign, put a sign on it. Yeah, there's not a whole lot more that I can drop off here. So I want to bring all of this stuff with me to the starter camp area, including these oak slabs, including the iron. And let's cook this raw mutton too. Oh. Okay, that wool can stay for now. Okay. I gotta finish talking about what I was talking about, though. I decided that it's worth it to compromise the spontaneity a little bit, because doing that by looking around the world in creative mode, now I've revealed more of the world than I would have known about if I didn't do that, and that compromises the spontaneity. And I do think that there is value in the spontaneity, and I did want to capture that, but at the same time, I don't want it to compromise. I want to make interesting content. I want it to be at least slightly interesting, at least slightly entertaining. And yes, I mean, it's not going to, like, I'm not trying to do this professionally. I don't want to ever become a big YouTuber, I don't want to ever make money from this. The objective for me with this channel is to create a small community of people that kind of like the amateur vibe, that like the spontaneous vibe, that like the authentic vibe, you know, and who like who like a creator that's accessible. I want to be maximally accessible. I want to be somebody that you can chat with in the comments about anything. I want to be very responsive to people in the comments, and that's really, I mean, that's the most important part of this experience for me. I want to chat with strangers on the internet in the comments. I'm going to leave a little bit of charcoal in here. And I'll just bring the rest of this with me. Alright, all of this stuff, excuse me, I'm going to bring all of this stuff with me. And I also need another axe. I broke my axe. Let's build the axe real quick. So I did decide that it's worth it to compromise the spontaneity a little bit just a little bit. And I need to make a sign now. So make a sign. I'm gonna have a completely full inventory. That's not enough wood. I'm gonna have a completely full inventory to haul with me up to the starter house location. But I want to place the sign here because this needs a sign, and I also need to leave the bed here. Well, I can't leave the bed here because it's the only bed I have so far. Darn it. And I'm gonna have to next time I'm here. I'm gonna leave the bed here. I'm gonna need to shear some sheep. Sure, let's just put it right here. What was I gonna write on this? How am I gonna word this? No, first milestone tree. Okay, 2. Am I gonna have it? It's not enough space. It's not enough space. That's not enough space. I'm just gonna do something. Do this. 100 verse. No, it's not enough. 100 subscribers. Woo! Wonderful. I like how that looks. Yep, this is the first milestone tree dedicated to my first 100 subscribers. Woot! Now I kind of want that torch to be up further. I think it's going to look better, slightly better, if it's up further. That worked, that didn't work. I know this is very meticulous, but I care about things like this. I want things to... I think it's going to look better if that one's up there. And same on the that when it's staggered like that, I think that makes it look slightly better. I like it that way. And put that one up 1 block higher as well. Okay, now we're good. Beautiful. Now it just needs a bed. I just need to leave the bed over here, but I can't do that yet because I actually need that bed. There we go. Is that good, or do I want a second torch on this side as well? Sure, I'll put a second torch on this side as well. But see, I don't really like how that looks now. Because now it looks like there's just too many torches on it. That's just too many torches. This side it looks fine because it looks like it's illuminating the sign. There's a reason for that torch. It looks fine on this side, right? Right. No, maybe it doesn't. I'm not sure. I might redecorate this with the torches. They're very important decisions here of how to place the torches on a tree. But I don't want to get carried away thinking on camera. I want to do that off camera. Okay, I'm good now. I got everything I need. It's time to go to the starter house location. I'm gonna carry all of this with me. Do I have any eggs? I kind of wanna. I can leave the eggs here because I'm sure I'll end up collecting more eggs later on, and I guess I should leave some more of the charcoal over here as well. Yeah, I'm gonna leave some more charcoal here too. I thought, all right, I'm good with everything else. Looks good to me. Let's go. Let's go back to this starter house site. So yeah, back to what I was talking about. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to compromise the spontaneity a little bit to avoid these episodes in which I'm just wandering around and then feeling bad about how the episode turned out. I don't want I don't want that to ever happen again. But the downside of that is you're not going to witness my raw emotions when I'm coming across an undiscovered location, because see, before last episode the world was completely unexplored to me. I had no idea what to expect, and you got to see me to witness the raw disappointment from not finding what I was looking for. Right now that I have a creative mode world in which I can fly around and look around the world ahead of time, just to know what to expect, know what I'm looking for, know if there's things there or not. All right, time to burn some sand. I don't even have enough saplings over here to burn those 5. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just going to do this. Yeah, sure, I'm just gonna burn the full stacks first. But yeah, I decided that it's worth it. Oh, I do have plenty of sapling, that's right. Okay, I should... Alright, once it's done with those 8... Once it's done with those 8, I'm gonna burn up these saplings and burn those 5. Just that it's not taking up space in my inventory. Let's do that, let's do that. Drop this stuff off here, drop this stuff off here. Okay, this is good now. This is good now. Okay, the next step over here, this is where, yeah, I'm just gonna build it right here. This is perfect. This is as good as it gets, and it's really not bad at all. There's gonna be, it's a lovely sunrise location. I get to see the sunrise. I don't really get to see the moon, I mean the sunset. The moonrise will be I don't really get to see the moonrise very well, because, well, there's still a whole bunch of trees there, and I don't know when I'm gonna get around to actually going through the rest of this forest and chopping down all these little trees in the rest of the forest, because that's gonna take a while, a pretty long while. I'm still going to need to chop down a few of these because I want to level the area by at least a couple of terraces down. I want to lower this terrain at least two layers down. So I go down to this layer. I'm thinking 3 layers. Do I want to go all the way down to this layer? I don't think so. I don't want to go down all the way to this layer, because that's going to be a lot of dirt to dig. I would be spending an entire episode in that case just digging dirt. Okay, I'm going to need to. There we go. That one's done burning. Now let's put those in there and put those in there. Okay. I'll sapling there just so that it doesn't go into my slot number 2. Okay. And it's almost the end of the day. There it is. Look at that. I'm gonna have a nice, beautiful sunset to look at from my starter house. It just, like, that's good enough, right? And I was wishing for a cave going straight down, because I like building structures on top of cave openings, because then you have an entrance to the underground from within your house, your starter house. And I kind of was hoping that I would encounter that. I was hoping that wedge, that the what's it called? The trench, not the trench. Look at that, it's so nice. Lovely location. This is great. I gotta appreciate what I'm granted. This is as good as it gets. The world has been very generous. The spirit of Minecraft has been very generous towards me in this world. I really gotta appreciate it. Look at this beautiful sight. All right, let's go ahead and sleep. Then I got one more day. I got one more day left in the episode. I'm just gonna prepare this location a little bit better and get it ready. And then the next episode, I can go ahead and start. I have all the material that I need. I have all of the wood that I'm gonna need, and I have all of the glass that I'm gonna need. I can go ahead and start building the starter house next episode. All right, now I can drop the rest of that in there. Okay. All right. So the rest of this episode, I'm just going to clear out a little bit more of this forest. Those bees always freak me out, man. They make a hissing sound sometimes that sounds very similar to the creeper sound. They freak me out. All right. See, this cave. This turned out to not be a cave. There's just nothing that. See what I mean? Sounds very much like a creeper hiss. Scary freaking bee. All right. There's a wolf out there that I kind of want to kill the wolf, or at least I should safeguard this sheep while it's over here. Let me go ahead and put fence around the sheep. I don't have any wheat yet, but I can just put fence around the sheep if it like comes up. Can you do that, sheep? Can you please just go up to the surface so that I can safeguard you? I'm gonna put some fence around you. Ah, get back in there. Come on. Get back into the fenced off area. Yeah. These are very unruly. There we go. That's what I want you to do. Now, no. Come on, no, don't go there. Okay, maybe that's going to be difficult, harder than I expected. I need some wheat. I don't have any wheat. I just want to make sure that the wolves don't get them. And I can kill the wolves. There's like one wolf there, and he's not too close. But there's like 3 black sheep around here. Jesus. That's really cool. It's really cool. I'm just worried that they're all going to get killed by the wolf. The one wolf is going to go around and kill all of them. I should kill the wolf. Maybe I should kill the wolf. There's plenty of wolves. You know, there's like 3 more wolves. I'm just going to do that. I'm sorry, guys. I know wolves are cute. They're cute, and it's sad to kill a wolf, but I also really like the sheep. The sheep are my favorite mob in the game, and I don't want to see it happen anymore, so I'm just going to go over here and find that wolf and kill the wolf before he kills off any more of my beautiful black sheep. Where was he? Wasn't he over here somewhere? It's eggs. Alright, well, I'm not seeing him. I'm not seeing him. Don't know where he's at. I thought he was in this area, right here somewhere. Okay, well, screw this. I'm not getting carried away just looking for the wolf that I saw in the last episode. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to hope for the best and hope that I'm still going to have some sheep left, at least 2 sheep left. I'm just hoping that I'm at least going to have 2 black sheep left before the wolf gets to them. Right? You guys are going to be good sheep and stay away from the wolf and not get eaten up. Or come over here into my fence enclosure so that I can complete the enclosure and maybe keep them safe. Let's go ahead and chop these trees down. All right, I don't need the inventory anymore. So yeah, I'm still not done talking about what the topic. So yeah, I'm going to scary freaking bee. I'm going to compromise the spontaneity a little bit for the sake of avoiding the blandness of just wandering around looking for something and not finding it. I don't want to ever do that again because I felt bad about that. Because I have, like, even though the feedback was terrific, people still liked it, and that's amazing to me. It's amazing to me how receptive the community is, how much the algorithm has been extremely generous, and I've been getting views, guys. I've been getting views and likes and subscribers. I got to over 100 subscribers. I'm still just in disbelief that people like this stuff. I fully anticipated, my expectation was that I was going to be one of those channels that has more videos than subscribers in it. Like a proper slop content artist. And I guess I'm just not sloppy enough for that, because I currently have more subscribers than videos. Which is absolutely phenomenal to me. I'm in disbelief. I did not expect that to happen, especially before I even reached day 100. I did not see that coming. So I'm just thrilled that that's the case, that this is happening to me, and I'm very, very grateful to you guys. I can no longer say. Remember in the like just 2 or 3 episodes ago, I was saying something like, "If you're still with me at the end of the episode, please say something, because you might be the only one. You might be one of 2 people that are still with me at the end of the episode, or you're the only one." Well, I can no longer say that, because in the last couple of episodes, there were like there were like a handful of people still watching at the end of the episode. Like 5 or 6 people made it all the way to the end of the episode. In the intellectual humility episode, and in the Can We Talk, the creeper episode. So people are, I can't say that anymore, because now there might be several of you guys who are still with me, who find this I guess enjoyable enough, who find this what's the word? I can't remember the right word. There's a better word than enjoyable. There's a more creative word, but I can't think of it right now. Who find this interesting enough to keep watching. There's several of you guys now. So, and I really can't act like there's just 1 or 2 anymore. So there might be more. Might be a good bunch, and I'm extremely grateful for that. I'm gonna fill in this entire freaking hole because it doesn't lead to anywhere. A crack cave, is that what it's called? I don't think so. I think there's another, a more sophisticated word. 2 words now that I'm gonna have to add in the comment section. anytime I come across this tip of the tongue phenomenon, I end up remembering what it was later on, and then mentioning the word in the comment section, the word that I forgot during my live recording session. So I'll let you guys know what that word was. The two words now. Sophisticated word. Fracture? No, it's not a fracture cave. I am holding a hoe. To make this go a little bit quicker, you gotta utilize the hoe. Alright. Because I don't think I'm gonna have time to chop more wood down, so I just wanna complete what I'm doing, finish what I'm doing, and finish getting rid of this canopy. Because that way, if I make sure that it's all gone, I'm not going to miss out on those wonderful saplings. On those wonderful saplings and the precious sticks. I don't like to leave anything behind, so that's why I go around with a hoe and complete the decomposition process manually, just so that I'm not missing out on any of these precious saplings that I like to hoard. All right, well I guess this isn't going to work out. These sheep aren't going to be over here. Yep. I'm trying to walk right into my fenced off area. That's just a pipe dream. That's not happening. Well, see, look, the sheep that's down there, that sheep is stuck there. That sheep is stuck there. So at least that sheep is going to be safe, because I'll be able to at least make sure to get that sheep, because the wolf isn't going to be trying to go all the way down there to kill that sheep. So I think I'm going to at least have that one sheep, the one black sheep. All right, now I can move on to shoveling the dirt. The block of sand is still going. Oh, this is all good. Let's go ahead and shovel dirt now. Wow, I have more episode time than I anticipated. I mean, I guess it's always just 3 days. I'm doing these 3 days at a time. So, I guess to complete what I was saying, all right, I decided that it's worth it to compromise the spontaneity a little bit, just a little bit. I'm going to compromise the spontaneity a little bit for the sake of improving the quality of the content, which goes a little bit against, oops, that's not, darn it, there, pressing the wrong buttons there. So it goes a little bit against the initial premise of the channel, but I think that's okay, because I also, in addition to trying to be authentic and spontaneous, I also want to produce good content that is interesting, that it's going to be enjoyable to watch, and that I'm not going to feel bad about making after I record it. And that's why I've succumbed, I've caved in, to having a creative version of this world in which I get to fly around and come up with better thumbnails if I can't find one from the footage, which is ideal, but sometimes I can't find one from the footage. So I'll be able to come up with better thumbnails, and I'll be able to avoid wandering around looking for something that I can't find, because that doesn't make for good content. I don't like how that turns out. All right, and I hope you guys are okay with that. Let me know if that sounds good to you, or let me know, if you disagree with that. If you thought that it was really cool, you really liked to see me wander around for 3 days and not find what I was looking for. If you thought that was good content and you want to see more of that, let me know. Although I don't think anybody really did. I don't think that anybody would tell me, you know what, you should just keep wandering around. I really liked that. But if that's you, I mean, and the thing, I don't know. Even if somebody does say that, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to stick with my own senses, with my own intuition, and go along with what I feel is the right thing to do. All right. So there's that. I think I've explained myself thoroughly enough in that regard. I know that was a very long-winded discussion about something very about a very minute detail, I guess. But I wanted to be very transparent with you guys about what I'm doing. Okay. So, and I hope you appreciate that, and I hope that this episode was a good one. I hope that people like this. I'm pretty sure that I like how this episode turned out. And that's it. I gotta bring the episode to a close. Next episode, I'm just gonna shovel more dirt. It's gonna be about dirt shoveling, and I'll come up with. I'll get more into. I'll talk about something intellectual, something philosophical. All right, because some people really like the philosophical content from a couple episodes ago. People really liked that, and I want to follow through and tell you guys. Next episode, I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna start from the climax and just go dive right into my favorite topics, and I'll tell you guys give you guys a preview of what I'm going to be talking about in the long run, so that you don't feel like I'm just stringing you along. All right, because I don't want people to get the impression that I keep talking about like the future, in the future I'll get around to talking to you about interesting philosophical stuff. I want you guys to know what you're in here for, what you're waiting for. So I'm going to tell you guys about my favorite topics to talk about. Then I'm going to talk about more in future episodes, just so that you guys know what you're in for. All right, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to say that for the next episode, because it's already been 3 days, and it is time to bring this episode to a close. All right. All right, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching this, for bearing with me. If you're still watching if you made it to the end of the episode, even if you haven't, so I guess you wouldn't hear this if you haven't. But I really like comments. I really appreciate comments. Any comments I get, let me know how you feel about this. Let me know if you like this episode, and if you want to talk about anything at all, even if it's completely unrelated, let me know. I'll indulge in the conversation with you. All right. And with that, I gotta close the episode. That's it, guys. That's it for the day. Shadowlay, my fellas. Shadowlay.